guys out here in the shop tonight. Figured I'd come and hang out with you guys for a few minutes tonight. Just texting my buddy Jason Sheridan real quick. See if he's going to jump on here. So out here trying out some new stuff, guys. As you know, we're all about putting some merch out. I mean, look, repping the 50 Asylum. Shout out to John Brooks, Tom, Jess. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, we're always trying new stuff and just kind of hanging out here in the shop tonight, trying out this new machine. Trying to always bring something different to the merch game. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed. So I've been out here learning something new. And so wanted to kind of bring you guys along for the ride and see what you think. Let me get my iPad going on over here so I can kind of see what's going on because I can't see the chat here on the phone. And then I'll kind of show you guys what I got going on. So let's see here. See if I can figure out how to get into my own deal here with YouTube. Make sure I turn the video down. Yeah. There we go. So that way I can see you guys and chat with you a little bit easier than trying to deal with the phone. What is up, my man, Andrew Hanlon? So, hey, I can't wait to show you what I got going on. It's probably something you're going to be interested in too, Andrew. Appreciate you coming out and hanging out. Barbecue 50 is always on the live. I appreciate you hanging out, man. I really do. David George, appreciate it, man. What's up with you? So yeah, used to guys, if you've been following me for the few years that I've been doing YouTube, you know I've not always been able to do this from the shop, and I've recently upgraded our internet system here to Starlink, and that has allowed us to be able to actually put a different mesh mode out here in the shop. And so look, I mean, heck, and how's the video? Does it look pretty? I'm looking on my iPad here, and it looks like it's pretty good. What do you guys think? Audio, video look pretty good. What is happening, Jason Fields, man? Another guy that I know that name very well that has always been extremely supportive of the channel. Guys, I do want to say this. I want to say, you know, I guess an apology is in due. I've not been able to put a lot of content out here lately. I'm just going to blame it on Caleb Richards. That's who. So if you guys want to get mad, it's Caleb's fault. I say that jokingly, but it is realistically that is the reason, because Caleb has been a tremendous partner with us, and he's kept us really busy. And at the end of the day, we've been able to partner with him doing these giveaways, doing all this stuff for Forward Takeover. And, you know, we only have so much time, and I still, I work a regular job, and it's tough to try to, balance the whole YouTube thing and everything else. We're trying to grow our side business, and sometimes it's tough. So, I mean, literally, so I'll show you guys. My Fox has been sitting over here, and I'm going to show you here in just a second, has been sitting here on the lift. I probably haven't touched it in 2 months. Now, we've got Motor City Fox Fest coming up next week. So not this weekend, but next weekend. And things are going to settle down a little bit for us. And the next show we'll have after that will be Midwest Fox Fest in Omaha. And then after that, we have Foxtoberfest in Charlotte. So things are going to settle down a little bit for us. And that will allow me to do more content, because man, I'm telling you, I got a Coyote motor sitting here under my car that is just eating my lunch, not being able to get it put on. So what are you guys working on? So hey, I appreciate it, Jason. Appreciate that. So loud and clear, David. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. I know, Andrew. If you could only be on here with me, they could see your gorgeous face as well, buddy. Yeah, good deal, man. It's nice to have. It's so nice to have internet out here in the shop. It is so nice to have it. Funky Stangs, my man. It was nice to see you at Ford Takeover, brother. Sorry we didn't get a lot of time to hang out. As it was busy, but my God, it was such a fun show. But Lord, I think what I will remember about that show, other than the people and it being such a great show, was it was man. I got smoked at that show. It was so hot. My man Jason, me and Jason. So Jason has joined the chat. Thanks for hanging out, Jason. Yeah, man. So I've been out here. So I want to show. So look, I want to show you kind of what's going on in here. I've got my 65 right here behind me. Been kind of getting it ready. Man, we bought the 65 and we love the car, but it has literally been driven like twice since we bought it. We just do not have time to drive the car, and too many projects. And this is a great driver quality cars. We're going to be posting it for sale this weekend once I tidy up a couple things. I just finished putting in a electric fan on it. If anybody knows about these older Mustangs with the 289 in it and the stock radiator, if it's 90 degrees outside and you're sitting still, they're probably going to get a little warm. So I put a 3000 CFM electric fan in it, which should solve that issue. I'm real big on, if I'm going to sell something, I don't want to sell something to somebody that they're going to be like, dang, man, he sold me something with an issue. So trying to solve any of the little bugs on the car. But, man, it is a nice car. It's a very nice driver car. I'm not on here trying to sell the car to any of you guys, but and then of course my car. So if you guys stick with me on this live stream, I'll give you a sneak peek at, I've been putting the interior together also for my car, and the plans for my car is to have this thing ready to go for Foxtoberfest with a Coyote swap, new interior, and if I can really get busy, it will also have new paint. So yeah, kind of getting caught up on the getting caught up on some of these some of these comments. So yeah, man. Yeah, wintertime is for fox fixing. That is a good comment, Sean. Funky Stangs. I'm with you, brother. Just not a lot of time in the summertime. We're so busy during this time of year. It's tough to do anything extra. Plus, I work a regular job, and I will say this: we've been so blessed that we've been able to continue to grow our business with 417fox.com. That now my wife is now 100% full time running our business, and it's a blessing to also have her as somebody that, look, we are, many of us on here are married, right? And to be able to say that you can work with your wife is something to say. We can all have great relationships with our wives, but man, I'm gonna tell you, I couldn't do it without her. I've never been able to do it without her, because we are totally opposite people. Like, everything that I'm bad at, she's good at. Everything that I'm good at, she's bad at. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate with that. Yeah, Jason, it is, man, it's been smoking here in Missouri too. It's been very hot. I think today was about 95. But out here in the shop, I do got the AC kicking, and it's probably about 75 out here in the shop. So I am happy to have air conditioner out here in the shop. So look, I want to walk around the shop real quick with you guys. Yes, and so Andrew said, love Ange, and she loves you too, brother. She really does. You're probably one of the very few people that will let her that will let them call her Ange. And because she loves you so much, brother. But yeah, brother. So hey, so let me so I'll walk you around here shop. Things are a little bit of a mess in here. I'll kind of show you the car, what I got going on. I'll show you what I've been working on for the interior. So the very few people that watch my live stream will get to kind of see what I got going on for the interior. Speaking of that, I need to text him because this is kind of I would say, so let me say this. I text my good friend, or actually I think I called him, John Brooks, and made sure that he was okay. It wasn't about him being okay, but look, I took a design cue from what he did on his car, and I wasn't going to do it on my car before I talked to him. So let me make sure he's on here. Let me text my good buddy, John Brooks. With 5-0 Asylum. You guys all know he's probably one of the most famous Fox bodies on the planet. So let's text John. Let's say, hey, buddy, on a live stream talking about you. He'll rush in here. So okay. So all right. So let's take this phone here, and all right. So right here behind me, that's my 65. I've been putting in, like I said, the so 289 car. Installed the electric fans on it. Got a little bit of finishing on some of the wiring, tidying up some of the stuff on it, but really nice car. I almost hate to get rid of it, but literally the car is. I hate having a vehicle that just sits. And then of course you see my 86 over there that is just piling up with stuff because it is sitting. But that car is next on the list to work on. Now the 65, that is a nice car. I love this car, but literally we just do not drive the car. We just don't. It just sits there. Beautiful car, beautiful interior. Updating the radio on it, cleaning some stuff up, taking care of the little. I ordered a new window regulator for it because the window regulator it's just wore out. So I hate to sell anything that has a lot of stuff that needs to be taken care of on it. So one of the things I love about this car is it does have really nice, cool Shelby wheels on it. It's a really nice driver, and I mean it looks. And the car is beautiful. It's fantastic, but it is truly what I would call a driver quality car. And then of course you see right here behind me. Here's my baby. That's my baby right here behind me, still sitting there on the lift. Of course you can see there's nothing right there. Nothing right there. Still has the 050 sitting right there under it. And right back here behind it, what do we have there? We've got the Coyote just waiting in line to get installed in this car. So, like I said, I planned on being further along with this car by now, but, you know, I'm going to still blame Caleb. It's all his fault. It really is, but in a good way. So I just haven't had a chance to really work on the car like I wanted to. So back over here to the toolbox now, and so I want to get caught up on these comments, and I want to show you what I've been working on tonight. So yeah, man, we got quite a few people in here. Appreciate all you guys hanging out. Hey, thanks, Jason. Dale, yeah, buddy. We'll see. Let's see if John texts back. Get my phone out here. He said he's in. John Brooks, there he is, my man. He said, what did he miss? Hey, so all you missed is that I'm going to beat you in our weight loss challenge. So if you guys didn't see the video from today, and I didn't really call it out on the video, but if you really went by percentage, John Brooks, I beat you so far. So hopefully that that gets you a little bit of fire caught under your rear, because by 0.1%, 0.1%, I was beating you by weight loss percentage loss so far at Ford Takeover. Now we will be at Motor City together here in what, week and a half, and you better bring it, brother, because I know we both committed to at least losing 10 more pounds apiece. So in my dreams, I hear you, brother. I hear you, man. Of course, and I thought it was so cool. Like, look, guys, I'm all about learning new stuff, and and if you guys don't know kind of our history and our story, everything that we do, from the merch to the trim bezels to everything that we do, was never planned. I always say it was God's blessing. That it happened to us, because in so many ways and don't even forget, I got to show you that seat. It was God's plan for us, because it helped us it paid for 2 daughters to go fully to college debt free. The whole trim bezels, I never wanted to do it. And my good friend Nick Owens, who I built the two-tone Cobra clone for, talked me into doing that, because I wasn't the first guy to ever relocate the radio and the HVAC. I was definitely not the first person. I think I was just mainly the first person to ever replicate it. And the history goes is that I tried to talk Nick out of doing it when I was building the two-tone Cobra clone. And then I thought, well, maybe if I sell 40 of them, it'd be worth my while to make the jig to replicate them. And here we are, 5,000 trim bezels later. And I was, if I was going to do YouTube channel too, I thought, well, if I'm going to do a YouTube channel, I want to brand it. I want to do it right. If I want to start from the beginning, we're going to do it right. And never thought the Foxit thing would be what it was. And I'm big on control, and so I ended up, we just learned how to do everything ourselves. And it wasn't about more money or anything like that. I just wanted to be able to offer more stuff to you guys, because I basically anything I put out is stuff that I would want to buy, and I'm like, well, that stuff's not out there, so here we are. And I just wanted to be able to offer more stuff. So just a quick synopsis of kind of where we are, and again, we're blessed to have so much support from the community. And yeah, Jason, you're right. It's always best when things happen naturally. It totally happened naturally for us. And if I rewind even back before that, if we wouldn't, it was a tragic event. I just finished a 93 Cobra clone, and my daughters and I were on the way home from church back in, what year was that? Was it 16 or 18? I'm trying to remember. And like literally 2 weeks after I finished that car, we T-boned a minivan that pulled out in front of us at 65 miles an hour. And if that wouldn't have happened, although a tragic event, you think about how life happens, we wouldn't be sitting here today talking about what we're talking about, because I would have been content with that car. I learned a ton about that car. I never painted a car before, never made a quarter panel replacement, did all kinds of work. I learned a ton. And I always thought that, all the stuff that I was trying to figure out on YouTube at that time was guys that were up here or guys that were down here that probably didn't need to be telling people how to do anything. And then Caleb and Nakia with Foxcast Media and Brutal, they also encouraged me when I went to the first show after finishing the second car, after the wrecked car. And here we are. I mean, it's history, and the support from the community has been amazing, but not planned. Hey, what's happening, Brailford's Rides, man? It's been a while since we talked. So look, guys. So let me show. I don't want to forget this, so I want to make sure that I show you guys. And so, been working on my car. Get ready, really to work hard on getting this Coyote swap finished up after after Motor City Fox Fest. But my guy, now if you guys have been watching, most of you guys have, so the guy from Malaysia, Retro Fast Garage, I originally bought Recaros from him. And look, guys, I'm not a small guy, and I realized that those seats were not going to be comfortable for me, even though they looked amazing. I realized I just wasn't going to be happy with them in my car. So I kind of, rebooted, and I sewed those seats to a great guy in Texas with an 86 that they fit perfect in. So I'm like, well, what am I going to do? So I reached out to my guy in Malaysia. I actually shipped him some S550 seat covers so he could get the template off of. And again, John Brooks, if you're hanging out, man, I appreciate you, brother. I got inspiration from John. I actually text John, called John's like, hey, man, here's what I want to do to my seats. And if you guys know anything about Dale, Dale, John Brooks's car, he has a phenomenal interior in that car. And actually has front seats from an S550 and actually rear seats also from an S550. I wanted to know if maybe I could keep stock rear seats but match them with S550 front seats. In my 93 Cobra clone that I built that got totaled, I had put S550 seats in it, and I really love those seats, and they're fantastic for a Fox body. So I thought, well, maybe I'll reach out to my guy at Retro Fast Garage and see if he can make me some cool S550 seat covers, but also have Fox body rear matching, so I don't have to change. I can keep still the stock seat covers in the back of the Fox. So let's go over here and check that out. And then I want to show you guys what I'm working on tonight with some really cool stuff. I'm excited about, we're always trying to expand and do things differently, add more merchandising options. And I'm excited about learning a new tool to be able to bring you guys some of that stuff. So I'm going to show you this interior that I'm working on, and then I'll show you what I'm working on for merch here. Heck yeah, man. So we got a lot of folks in here. Hey, Broken Tool is in the house. Now we got a lot of folks in here. Let's go check out these seats. So let's walk over here, and we'll speed you around here to the shop. Okay, so right here, you can see the back of that's an S550 seat sitting right under this table. Now under that is all more material in the rear seat. So let's check this out. What do you guys think about that? Is that not pretty cool to go in this? So that's a titanium matched interior with a really cool retro themed insert with the plaid. I mean, guys, I love it. Now, if you've seen John's car, of course, different colors, but very much of the same theme. But my guy at Retro Fast Garage knocked it out of the park. And also, under this, of course, I don't want to get anything on it. Look, there's the rear seat for the Fox body. So I've got matching rear seats to this. And also, really cool to add to this. So my man, Fiddle Fart, Tom Hill, is also making me some custom lower door panels. And I'm also going to have also upper door cards with this material in it. So guys, I cannot wait to show you guys what we got going on with that. So what do y'all think about that? I mean, I'm excited about finally doing something custom with my interior. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Hertz 13, my man, what is happening? Appreciate you coming out and hanging out. So you guys like that interior? I mean, do you love it, hate it? I mean, because, of course I like it, but, you don't have to like it. That's okay. So, also want to show you guys, so what I've been working on here tonight. So I'm actually, this camera is sitting in my paint, what I call my paint toolbox. It's got all my paint guns in it. It's got all my paint supplies, and it's got some other automotive tools in here. Hey, thanks, Jason. I appreciate it, man. But I got a new tool. Because, if you guys, look, now we don't even sell these like this, but, we do everything in-house. We have our own embroidery. We make all the shirts. We do everything right in-house. But you see this, that's my car right there. That's literally my car embroidered on my hat. But if you guys have been watching the hat game for a while, another popular hat is the patch hat. And that's not something we've ever really been able to have the ability to do. But what we have done here recently is we just added the ability to do really cool custom patch hats. And so I've been out here making some patches, and wanted to show you guys some of that. So let me just grab one here off the machine. It's actually, the machine is set up in my toolbox here. What do you think about that? So we got a leather patch here that I just engraved with a laser engraver. Now, most of you guys know, and I'm sure you probably follow Foxcast Media. Caleb has been a tremendous partner with us, and or we've been a tremendous partner with Caleb. And my man, Dan, the man Neo, coming in hot with $20. To be honest with you, Danny, I didn't even know that was an ability on my channel. I didn't even know I had that turned on, but I do appreciate you, my brother. Who also is another tremendous partner is Dan with Neo Mustangs. I'm sure all of you guys watch him, and also I've learned so much by watching his channel about building motors. Probably the most budget-minded 351 swap channel out there. Other than that, I was just as far as just racing, and tremendous knowledge from Dan with Neo Mustang. So I really do appreciate that, brother. So yeah, we also do all the merch for Dan. We also do merch for Foxcast Media. So I'm like, man, we need to have the ability to put patches on hats and to be able to do custom engraving on hats. So check this out. I mean, isn't that pretty cool? I mean, that is awesome. Check that. So we also have like the OBS stuff. Look at that. I've been out here just literally testing different patches. I literally took a picture off of my phone of my car just to see how good the engraver would do. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, check this out. That was just me testing the laser engraver just to see how well it done. Ain't that pretty cool? Um, Mr. Mach One, my man, it's been a while since I've seen you. I appreciate you hanging out. Here's another really cool patch. Check that out. So we're going to be selling. And look, I'm not on here trying to say come check out our stuff, but I'm just excited that we've been able to add another product line to what we offer. Of course, you guys know a lot of us. A lot of what we sell is like the Fox Motorsport stuff, which is pretty cool. And we got some really cool new like tan flex fits. Man, you put that on a flex fit, and it looks so good. It looks so good. So we're continually trying to add and do different things and bring stuff that you guys like to buy. And we got quite a few folks in here. I appreciate all you guys hanging out. Yeah, Broken Tool, the engraver, it is pretty sweet. It was, when we ended up buying our commercial embroidery machine to do hats, I was as nervous as heck. That machine cost $15,000 when we started doing our own hat embroidery. And that was scary because we didn't know anything about it. We, just like it, it's a little different when you make your own shirts versus making your own hats and doing embroidery. And the laser thing actually ended up being way easier than I thought it would be. This is day 2 of me kind of trying it out. And how about, so Jason, are you still here? I'm going to get so I'm on my so I'm going to get my phone out here. Oh, by the way, that's my grandbaby right there. Ain't she precious? So I do want to show y'all something. So here's probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. And look, and I know I see a squirrel, but if any of you have grandbabies, now that my grandbaby loves my wife like no other. Now she loves me, but not like my wife. And my son recently moved to Jackson, Mississippi. They used to be like an hour and 45 minutes from us. So it's been tough on Grandma and Grandpa with moving Peyton and Shelby and Oakley. Oakley is my grandbaby. So wait till I show y'all this. This is the best ever. I've probably watched this thing so much that I bet I've watched this video 20 times. You guys are going to get a kick out of this. So my grandbaby, when my wife, and I wasn't with her, she went to go visit her, and all the way down in Jackson, Mississippi, which is about 8 hours from us. So let's. So I want to make, here it is. So I want to make sure I show you guys. Here it is. So here's my grandbaby. There she is. Isn't that precious? So she calls my wife Angela Gigi. So that's what it's all about, guys. It ain't about cars. All that stuff is second to me than my kids and my grandbaby. So yeah, guys. So let's listen. Hey, you guys want to see a laser engraver in action? How about we engrave? How about one of these one of these dark leather patches that is, I don't know, why don't we do the real Fox Body Addict? So let's see if I can, so let me get my phone here. and let's get this thing set up, and you guys can watch this live, and we can see about engraving this live. That'd be pretty cool, won't it? And we'll see how well it turns out. Okay, so let me get connected to this thing with my phone. Yes, sir. We'll get started. Okay, let me get logged into that. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, I'm a little bit of a geek, a little bit, with some of this stuff, but I'm extremely excited to be able to show you guys this. So, all right, so we're going to do the Real Fox Body Addicts logo on a dark leather patch. What do you think about that, Jason? All right, let's check it out. Okay, so let's get his logo on here. I'm doing all this like literally. I'm literally taking pictures from my phone. Look at that. That's pictures from my phone. All right, so let's get Jason's logo on here. There it is. And so look, guys, I'm not proficient with this thing yet. So let's go put it in grayscale. Let's add that. So look at there. There's the Real Fox Body Addicts logo, right? Jason, you be loving that. And let's adjust it. Let's make sure we get plenty of saturation on it. Yes. Now we got to adjust the size. We're going to go with 68 millimeters wide. Now I've learned that from the width of these little patches. That's next, and uploading to the machine, and then we'll flip this thing around to the machine, and you guys can kind of watch me do this kind of real time. And look, guys, I've done like 5 patches on this machine. That's how much experience I have on this machine. Let's see what you guys think. Okay, so let me spin this thing around. Like I say, you are in my paint toolbox. Okay, so there's the laser. All right, so let's get the, now we'll have to position it correctly. So there's the patch. Now there's different ways of doing this, but I just think this is pretty cool to share with you guys. So we'll make sure we get it in the right position. That's pretty close. That is pretty close. Look at that. Now I think we got it. What do you guys think? You probably can't see it from your angle, but I'm trying to make sure it's centered and ready to go. Probably up just a little bit. I want to make sure it's good to go. Jason, I'll send you this hat, buddy. So I get my phone set up here. Of course, I don't know. I barely know what I'm doing here. Make sure it's centered up. It's looking pretty good, guys. Looking pretty good, guys. Well, you already see this thing burn into it. Okay, let's try it. I mean, heck, let's try. Let's start it. Let's start this thing. All right. Now, I'm not going to stay in here real close because this thing will start smoking a little bit. And it probably won't take real long, but it will probably, I don't know, take maybe a couple of minutes to do this logo. What do you think, Jason? Yeah, y'all see that smoke coming off here? I ain't trying to smoke over here. I quit smoking 21 years ago. What do y'all think about that? Pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty cool, man. We always like to, bring different things to the merch game, stuff that I think is pretty cool. Jason, of course, you're over here, buddy. You're like, bam, look at that. Hey, Mr. Mach 1, you are absolutely right, man. Beautiful grandbaby. She is. She's our first, and she is something else, buddy. It was hard on me and her mama. With my son is 24 years old. My lovely daughter-in-law, she's also 24, and it's been it's been it's been tough, but he is very successful in his career, and I think I heard Angel here. Let's see. Hey, it's Kaylin. Come say hi, Kaylin. I'm on the live stream. So my daughter just got here. Hey, show her that cool shirt you got. Hey, look at this cool shirt I made just for her. Thug Life. Isn't that pretty cool? She just got home from work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, she just got home from work, and so yeah, let me get this thing straight again. This thing is all kind of jacked up. Oh, it's done. It's done. Look at here. This thing's done. Let's go check it out. Let's see if this thing did okay. No, I didn't set it up correctly. Look, it's pretty cool, but I probably need to adjust the settings on it because of the little car right there. I need to adjust the pressure. But still, that's for first attempt. That's pretty dang cool. Sorry. Adam, what is up, my man? Hey, buddy, look at here. Y'all look here. If y'all this is probably one of the shirts I was more, I wouldn't say proud, but I would say the coolest shirts I got to make for recently, and collaborated with John Brooks. And look, this dude, John Brooks, took this design and literally hand sketched it, and then we put this thing together and made it into a shirt. So of course, you see that as a cool, the 5 Low Sound logo. Check, if you guys haven't seen the shirt, check out the back. Make sure I'm showing you guys right. Look at that. Is that not cool? Can you see all of it? I'll be able to see the iPad because it's delayed. Let me see if I showed y'all all of it. Let's see. Yeah, I think I showed isn't that pretty cool? Isn't that pretty cool shirt? So, John, I bet if they message you on Facebook, you can hook them up with one. And if you're there at Motor City Fox Fest here in just a couple of weeks, they can purchase one right at your booth. Man, so look, guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out. So I'm literally out here just kind of learning this this machine. Getting ready to start making some patch hats. Getting ready to kind of bring stuff to the next level. I know patch hats have been out for a while, but I was literally just to kind of playing around and took a picture of my phone, of my car, and look at that, and put it on a patch. I was like, that's pretty dang cool, isn't it? That is of my car. So yeah, between that and like doing stuff like this, I got that design kind of nailed down. Doing Foxcast Media stuff. We'll be probably end up doing Neil Mustang stuff. And if you guys haven't seen, Danny has some pretty cool stuff at neilmustangs.com. We're doing all the merch for them as well. He's got some really cool merch on his website. We're going to continue to be adding stuff to there. Also with Foxcast Media this week, he has a 7-day only giveaway in his SVE heads, a Trick Flow upper and lower intake, and also a Trick Flow cam. I don't know the specs on which upper and lower intake it is or which cam it is, but heck, with SVE heads, Trick Flow cam, you basically get an upper, a top end kit, and it is a 7-day only giveaway, which started Monday. So you only have till next Monday. And go to foxcastmedia.com/shop, and you'll be able to go in there, and every $5 you spend is one entry into the giveaway. A lot of cool merch. We'll be adding merch here later this week, like hats with this logo, maybe some 5 logos, some other stuff on it. We're continually adding merch to the foxcast.com/shop. So you get, guys, literally you can go in there and buy a koozie for $5, a $5 koozie, and get one entry into winning a complete top end kit. So and it's only a 7 day. So when you think about odds versus like, the 45-day long promos are great, but the 1 week long promo for only, for a complete topping kit, and you can spend $5. You know, I think there's some shipping on there too, but literally a $5 item can win you that top end kit. That's a pretty cool deal. I'll be honest. I told Caleb, I said, man, I said it's kind of scary, to put a complete top end kit in there for just a week, 1 week, because what if stuff doesn't sell? What if the sales aren't there enough to support the product? But I think it will be. I appreciate you guys' support on his channel as well. We are really blessed to be partners with Caleb in this whole deal, and heck, we're shipping out orders every day for this contest. So thank you guys for supporting his channel, my channel, also NeoMustangs.com, supporting his channel as well. We're all a very small community in our Fox Body world. And if you guys think about it, the amount of people that are in our community, it may seem large, but in so many ways it's not. It is such a very, very small community, whether it be between your YouTubers, whether it be with everybody. The same folks that I see, they're always interacting on the channel, always interacting on other channels. Very, very small community. So it is cool and blessed to be part of such a cool and small community. Who all is going to Motor City Fox Fest? Well, that is me. I will absolutely be there, John. So Barbecue 5.0. I know Adam's going to be there. I know Jason's going to be there. I know John's going to be there. How many else is going to be that's in this chat right now? Even if you're watching it after the live, hey, still comment that if you're going to be at Motor City Fox Fest. That is an amazing event. We attended the first one last year. We didn't think we were going to be able to make it to this year's event just due to, life. I only have so much vacation. I work a regular job just like you guys do. And I end up having to help move my son this year too. And I basically took a week of vacation to help him move to Jackson, Mississippi, which kind of, most of the time my vacation gets taken to go to Fox Body shows, which I love. But I was able to work it out. So we are going to Motor City, and I'm excited. That is a tremendous event. Between Carlisle, Ford Takeover, and Motor City are all 3 weeks apart. So me and my wife we've been spinning, I guess the best way to say it. Yes, absolutely, Jason, the Real Fox Body Addicts. We do have a phenomenal community. I always think that it is cool that we all get to be part of such a cool community. I don't think there's another a community of car enthusiasts in a specific genre that is out there that is like the Fox Body, or as Bill Butler would say, the Fox chassis community, as we are. And if you guys didn't miss the video, I did drop a new video today. Like I said, haven't been putting out a lot of content here lately, and it's just mainly due to, it's Caleb's fault. I'm going to say it's Foxcast Media's fault, because he wants to do all these, fantastic giveaways, and, that puts my wife and I to work. So, at the end of the day, we got to take care of the orders and the business before I take care of YouTube, because, at the end of the day, guys, we all, a lot of folks think that there's all kinds of money in YouTube and all that. And I don't do YouTube for the money, because if I did YouTube for the money, we would never do YouTube, because, I think so if y'all really want to know real hard facts about YouTube, I think the biggest YouTube check I've ever gotten was between $300 and $400. And they do pay monthly. Most of the time, my YouTube checks from Google AdSense is about $100 a month. So if you think the amount of work and effort that goes into putting out these videos and editing and the time and all do that, we do it because we love it. It's because we love the community. Because at the end of the day, if you figure up how much it takes in time to put out a video versus the result and the revenue, it doesn't equal up. So the best thing that I do is I don't think about that. I do it because that's what I love to do. and I love to bring you guys content. I love to bring you guys DIY. I love to do this coyote. The whole reason why I'm doing a coyote swap is because I'm like, you know what? I want to do a coyote swap because I think there's a lot of. I think I could do it a little differently. I think I could do it very budget minded. I hate to use the word budget, but with some different products that haven't been used before. So I'm excited about that. So you guys keep watching the channel for the coyote swap content. That is coming very soon. We're going to get back on that. And then after that, man, I'm on this 86 and so I'm kind of wrapping this up. I don't want to stay out here too long, but the 86 content is going to be really cool. That is going to be a cool build. And if it's not, yeah, it's completely dark outside. I was going to take you outside. I also have a 95 Ford F-150 OBS sitting outside. It is a extended cab, short bed, 4-wheel drive, mostly rust-free. That truck's getting built next too. So, and I know you guys, heck, I'm thinking if you like Fox bodies, you probably like OBS trucks. So that truck's getting built after the 86. So tons of content in the future. And I appreciate you guys sticking with me through all of this. It is much appreciated. I know I'm not as consistent as I would like to be, but now with my wife working full-time on our 417fox.com business, that's going to allow me to be able to get out here a little bit more when I'm not working my day job and bring you guys more consistent content. Yeah, Adam's like, budget. Just kidding. Yeah, I know, man. There is... When I use the word budget sparingly because any coyote swap, as you know, Adam, budget is a relative term. Is that not correct? Hey, 93 LX will be there. So yeah, budget is very relative, but I think I'm very cost conscious when I'm doing anything. John Brooks probably has one of the. If you really wanted to look at how much the coolest Fox bodies on the planet, and I hate to say it because I sound like Kenneth Shawn, another good friend, and I'm sure you guys watch Built Not Bought. I would say that John Brooks probably has the coolest, most known, best built Fox body for the least money out there. I paused there for a reason. Now, John Brooks is a talented man, just like a lot of you guys are, that get out in your garage or your shop or your driveway and work on your own cars. But that car, as everybody knows, Dale, in the Fox body community, if you really knew how much he built that car for, you would, one, probably be a little pissed off, and two, be very appreciative of what that man has been able to pull off for such an amazing car. John, you know how I feel about that car, man. Sorry, my air compressor's kicking on outside. It has the auto drain, and sometimes it kicks on. But yeah, so I think, and this is where I'm going to finish off with you guys at. Then I'm going to cut this live stream off, and I do appreciate you guys sticking out with me tonight. So I watched Caleb's video here a couple of weeks ago when there was a guy that messaged in to Caleb and kind of said, "Hey man, I'm going to unsubscribe. Here I am, kind of watching all your videos, and you guys are building all these awesome cars, and here I am basically struggling paycheck to paycheck just to make ends meet. He had a 5.0. He literally, like, man, I'm struggling just to get tires put on the car. And look, I could appreciate the guy's struggle. Now, he probably hadn't been watching Caleb as long as many of us have been, and Caleb puts a ton of budget-minded builds on his channel too. Now, you do get a lot of the bling-bling, Whipple-charged, awesome build coupes, and that stuff's cool too, but sometimes that's out of reach for a lot of us. But at the end of the day, if something is out of reach for you, and I go back to John Brooks, if something is out of reach for you, find a way, if you want to, don't put Don't put your family second, but you always put your family first. But if something is out of reach for you, make it happen. We all have skill sets, and it may not always be working on a car, but we all have a specific skill set. And I'll go back to I worked for Lowe's for many years, and there was a time in my life where Lowe's come one day and said, "Well, look, Michael, your position has been eliminated in the company. That position is no longer going to exist in 30 days." So at the end of the day, I stayed with Lowe's, took a lot lower pay and position, took about a $15,000 a year pay cut. Now, back in those days, that was considerable. It was a considerable drop in income to myself and my family. But I used my ability. If you guys don't know me, I do play guitar, and I went on Craigslist back in Craigslist days and bought and sold guitars. And the amazing thing is in that 1 year before I was able to be promoted at Lowe's again, I was able to supplement my income by $15,000 by buying and selling guitars. So guys, there is always ways for you to make things happen, either for your family or for your hobby. So don't ever think that just because you see somebody else doing something that you don't have the ability to do it too. There's always side hustles. There's always things that you can do. Caleb's video hit me hard because I am that guy that didn't have the money to be able to do anything out here. And I'm not going to talk about John Brooks, but I can tell you this. I know about John Brooks. That man works hard for his money, and he built an amazing car by the sweat of his brow and by being able to work hard and working that job and working everything else. So we can all do it. So you can either roll over and say, you know what? I'm just going to unsubscribe to your channel because, I don't like seeing what you're able to do and I can't do that. Or you can go out and you can make it happen. So that's a choice you guys got to make. You can go out and make it happen, or you can roll over and be content with what you're doing now. And I think in today's time and society, there's always an opportunity to take your skill outside of your current job and make something happen for you and your family, or to support your hobby. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I wasn't trying to get out here and preach because I kind of felt like I was brutal, because that man gets on here and preaches on his live streams. But that's just how I feel, guys, because, I didn't, for a long time I couldn't even work on these cars but I had the passion for them. But go out, make it happen. Sorry, guys. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this stream up. I appreciate you guys watching, and check out the videos. A lot more content to come. You guys have a great night, and I will see you soon.